You know, I've never talked about this, and I hope that I'm.
Please.
I hope that I'm okay in talking about this. But you're a Hamilton grad, right?
Yes, I am. Class of '80.
Your dad was a Hamilton grad.
Yes, he was.
And your father went to school with. Have we talked about this?
No, we've not.
We've never talked about it.
No.
Are you allowed to talk about it on
Yeah, I am. My dad kind of revealed it to me kind of later in his life that he went to school with, was a Masters? Masters of Masters and Johnson. That was his fraternity brother.
The show that is on.
It's been interesting.
Masters of Sex. Interesting show. I like it. I watch it, and they make reference to him going to school upstate and going to Hamilton.
Yeah. So he said, and it would be funny for me to remember how it even came up in a conversation because my dad was pretty straight-laced. So I have no idea what the entrance of it was. He said, yeah, he was kind of a different guy.
Yeah. Where they say this show really portrays him much differently than he really was. They portray him as somebody that was really more odd than and I don't know that it was really that way. But it is interesting. I mean, went to Hamilton College, so it's kind of interesting stuff. Went with Tim Reed's dad.
Why not?
Where he learned
I don't know where you wanted to take that. So
I just found it to be interesting. And then, as a Hamilton grad, are we rewriting history? Do you think?
Well, boy. I came here talking about kids. So
we'll get into the.
I think they're talking. I think they're probably talking about things that people didn't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Saying that, I think your idea in regards to looking at things from many different angles is important. I mean, that's where we learn from things.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea of that. How could we take Japanese Americans and suddenly decide after, Pearl Harbor that, you're going to go into a detention camp, which, by the way, we didn't do, to a large extent to either the Italian or the German population, which we were also fighting because it was just, obviously, it was racist.
Yeah.
And so, I think
it's Pearl Harbor, we're afraid, everybody that looked, and it was about people who looked different.
Exactly.
And that's really what it was all about. I mean, the Japanese looked different.
So yeah, so I think it's good to do that, but to look at one side and then just say the other side is. I think we're starting to swing probably to another. We tend to swing towards extremes, and maybe we're going a little bit too far to the other direction too in regards to saying, well, I think we like to have answers that are very simple.
Yeah.
And these are not simple issues.
Abe Lincoln never told a lie. George Washington
cut down the cherry tree.
The whole thing is there. All those stories, a lot of that stuff, it never even happened. It wasn't true, and it's that stuff that probably should go away. But at the same time, it's got to be a balance, I would think, and I'm not sure that that's happening.
Well, you look at the Abe Lincoln thing in regards to dealing with the whole thing with the movie, talking about, dealing with slavery was a very complex issue. While he clearly was against slavery, there were some political ramifications in regards to his decision that he made.
What's going on? I hate to say it, but look what's going on today with gay marriage and with some of these other issues. It's like we just add new issues. It's just the same old argument, but just
in different clothing. You're right.
That's exactly it. So, all right, you have a big event coming up. Sorry.
Yes.
Speaking of getting into different clothing.
Right. I dressed for TV or for radio.
You did. That's perfect. Well, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the event. By the way, nice shirt. That's
thank you very much.
Boolermaker.
The Boolermaker. It's our second annual, and it's going to be taking place Saturday, October 25th in Masonic Care Community. Registration takes place the 18th and 19th at Townsquare Center Court. Friday it's going to be from 5 to 8 in the evening. Saturday from 10 to 5. And we're going to cap it at 600 runners between the ages of 4 to 12. And age appropriate, untimed. It's a run. It's not a race. And we're going to have the amount of stuff that they're going to get for it is incredible. A lot of really, and our tagline is where getting fit isn't scary.
Yeah.
So I sat and thought about, so how can we give kids stuff? I mean, there's enough bad stuff that they get. Are there healthy alternatives?
Yeah.
And came up with a bunch of them. So it's cool.
Whereas, this time of year, they all go out and they get candy, and they just, chocolate overload.
Which started like before Labor Day to
Yeah.
get that stuff out.
I just saw a story that we had on our news site just yesterday that was from August, where the Halloween displays were already in the stores.
Halloween's just become huge business.
How long before Christmas, though? How long before we see Christmas stuff?
It's already out.
It's already out.
Yeah.
They've got stuff out for Christmas 2015.
Yeah, you're right.
They're so far ahead.
All right, so how do people get their kids in on this event? The event is the 25th.
The 25th. So they've got to get it in there either the 17th or 18th. Because we have security badges for the kids and the adults, we can't do it online. We aren't going to be doing race day registration, so it's, you got to get to Centertown. We've got we're going to be doing child ID. Which is pretty important, obviously, with children. We're going to have face painting. We're going to have a lot of really kind of healthy activities for kids to be able to do.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And they go to the website and all that.
Yeah, go to Boilermaker.com, punch the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, and we're good to go.
All right.
Do you sell the T-shirts and stuff separately? Can people buy them if they're not?
Yes, they can.
That's a nice
yes,
shirt,
they can.
by the way.
Yeah, and this
Halloween flavor,
this glow is incredible.
Oh, and it glows in the dark.
It really glows hard. This morning when I was putting it on, it wasn't as good as the world's brightest flashlight app, but it really it shines a lot.
Up, yeah.
And then we got for the kids, we've got a kind of a smaller one of the same thing in regards to.
So there's an adult shirt and a child shirt.
And a child shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really cool. And you can throw it into the dryer if your light isn't working in your dryer.
Exactly.
You can see
Didn't pay your NIMO bill.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so
my shirt is lighting up the room.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. All right, that is Boilermaker.com, right?
Right, exactly.
And at Boolermaker, the event is October the 25th.
Exactly.
All right, listen in here. Are you ready? Just listen. Hold on, I got to see if I can do this right. It's my first time doing it. And of course, I did screw it up. Let's try it again. Here we go. Well, you know what that means.